Have you ever left a meeting thinking, that went well, only to discover a couple days later, everyone left the conversation with a different takeaway? Welcome to The Human Edge, the podcast that explores the skills AI can't replace and how to sharpen yours. I'm Leslie Ferry, the founder of Rise, the company that builds Xandra, an AI-powered coach, instructor, and mentor all in one. Our purpose is to help you understand and strengthen the human skills that shape your career. And yes, we see the irony in how we do it. In our first episode, we explored blind spots, seeing ourselves as others do. In the last episode, we stretched our reasoning, learning to think 2 levels up. Today, we're building on both of those and focusing on how to communicate so others truly understand us. Communication, wait for it, is a thinking skill. It's the bridge between what you intend and what others interpret. And just like good reasoning, it begins with questioning. Who's my audience? What do they already know? What do they care about right now? How can I make it easier for them to act on what I'm saying? Every conversation deserves this conscious planning, even a simple status update. Because clarity doesn't happen by accident. It's designed. We all communicate through our own work style lens, the patterns that make us comfortable, as we talked about 2 episodes ago. But your audience's lens may be completely different, and they hear through those lenses, which, as a reminder, include elements like work style. Are they people first or task first? Do they value discussion or efficiency? Their experience level. Are they learning the ropes or leading a division? Functional focus, whether they're in finance, design, engineering, sales, each has its own language and priorities. And tenure or time with a company. Are they newcomers that need context or veterans that need relevance? Knowing these factors lets you tailor your message so it lands the way you intend. Here are just a few examples. If you're updating a senior leader, lead with impact, the so what. If you're briefing a peer team, lead with collaboration. What's needed to achieve a collective goal? If you're mentoring someone newer, lead with context or the why behind the task. When you flex your communication to fit others' needs, you are actually showing respect, ability or intelligence, and leadership all at once. Communication is where our blind spots come to life. For example, again, you might think that you're being concise when someone else might hear that as dismissive or incapable because you're not connecting the dots. You might think you're being friendly and spontaneous, but someone else might hear unfocused or uncommitted or strategically out of touch. That's why knowing work styles and the information that each needs to hear to clearly understand matters. It lets you predict where misinterpretations could happen and adjust before it does. And that's not manipulation. It's empathy in action, knowing what others need from you. Before your next meeting, ask yourself, who's in the room? And what outcome matters most to them? What's their likely work style? Task-driven, relationship, big picture, detailed focus? How can I present my ideas in their language so they hear my message clearly? Even a short status update, spend a minute planning. What do they need to know? What do they need to do with the information that I'm communicating? That small pause changes everything. And yes, you can deliver a message that resonates with many different work styles all in one room. It just takes a little additional preparation. So here's your micro exercise for today. Sometime during this week, pick one conversation where you kind of usually wing it. Maybe it's your team's daily stand-up or your one-on-one with your manager. Before you go in, sketch out 3 bullet points. The goal of your conversation. What do you want the listener to think, feel, or do after your conversation? The main message that you need them to understand, and then how you will confirm that they understood the message. Then think of one way to adjust your tone or framing for that audience. And then afterwards, take note. Did the conversation flow more smoothly? Did you get better alignment? That's the power of communicating to understand, not just to speak. As AI takes over our repetitive reporting and data sharing, the real value of humans lies in meaning making. AI can deliver information, but only you can make it resonate. And sometimes AI's tone or phrasing can even mislead. It can sound confident while steering us in the wrong direction. That's why your discernment matters. Questioning, clarifying, and ensuring shared information. When we plan conversations consciously, we prevent small misalignments from turning into big project detours. Communication is how reasoning and awareness show up in real time. Every conversation deserves intention. Even the quick update, the hallway chat, the 5-minute call. When you tailor your communication to your audience's work style, experience level, and priorities, you transform information into connection. That's how trust deepens and collaboration accelerates. Being understood isn't luck, it's design. Thanks for listening to The Human Edge. Next time, we'll talk about trust as a verb, taking intentional actions to build it with others.